Listen to the one and only Lean Trucker. What it is, what it does, what it is, what it was. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about 5 things that I wish I had known before getting my own authority. So just a little quick background before getting my own authority. I was a lease-throwing carrier hauling fuel around the Metroplex. And let me tell you, it's a world of difference. When we're talking about fees, a world of difference. I had essentially grown accustomed to dealing with those fees year in and year out because I did that for 6 years. And then when I made the switch, oh my, it's like I found out all at once. So that's what we're gonna go through today, to where I can at least inform you what I didn't know and what I wish I had known. Maybe I wanna take a different step or two. But anyway, let's get into the video.
Why you sleeping on us? Why you sleeping on us? No cap, we gon' have to make them believe us. Yeah, wake up, yeah, wake up, sleep on us. Wake up, yeah.
Number 1, we're gonna start with the highest expense of them all, insurance rates. When I tell you I wasn't ready, I was not ready for what I heard. Insurance agent came back to me and said $3,500 to start, $969 a month. Now, mind you, this was me coming from an industry where I paid $150 a month, nothing down, by the way, $150 a month for the insurance, $29 for the bobtail per month. You can just add that up, nowhere close to $3,500 down, $969 a month. As a new venture, which simply means it's your first go around having your own authority. To make sure I wasn't being screwed around, I called friends of mine who are already in the industry, which obviously I should have did that before, but at this point, I had made my mind up. This is what I want to do. The fuel industry at that time was failing. We was decreasing in money. I said, well, if I'm gonna put my life on the line, I might as well go do something that don't require me to put my life on the line. And yeah, that was a real rude awakening. Welcome to the industry, people. Number 2, yearly fees. We're gonna start with registration. Registration is just what you think it is, just like a personal vehicle. You gotta get it registered every year. Only this time, it's your big rig. You got 2 choices. You can either go with combination plates, or you can go with a portion plates. The difference is, combination means that you plan on staying in state, which they call intrastate, and a portion means that you plan on going out of the state. Obviously, that's interstate. The difference is in the price, obviously, right? On a combination, you're looking in, at least in the state of Texas, roughly between $900 and $1,000. Never fails, every time, $900 to $1,000 for the year. And then on a portion, it's roughly about $1,600. That's for all 48 states. I've been doing myself for the past 4 years. I do combination. Then when I go out of state, I buy a permit. It's been cheaper for me simply because I don't go out of state a lot. We're gonna move on to the UCR, which stands for United Carrier Registration. That word again. I know we feel like we just pay for registration. They still make you pay for this. This one is based on the size of your fleet. Now bear with me, I'm gonna read this one to make sure you get accurate numbers. From 0 to 2 trucks, $159 for the year. 3 to 5 trucks, $296. 6 to 20 trucks, $501. 21 to 100, $1,514. And lastly, 100 to 1,000, $6,300. Yes, again, just pay for this. I'd rather do this again. Moving on to the 2290. This is straightforward. We gotta pay to be on the highway, people. That's all it is. Don't matter if you decide you're gonna stay in the state or you're gonna travel around the country. They charging us $500 a year just to ride on the highways. They say it's because by us being heavy, we tend to turn things up faster. That's the excuse they give. More fee. Now, the last one on my yearly list is IFTA, stands for International Fuel Tax Agreement. This is them charging us just to go into another state. Now, on my end, because I typically stay in Texas, every 3 months, you got to file every 3 months. Every 3 months, I don't really owe them anything because I really don't go out. But for people that go out of state, the more you go, the higher the fees can be. Not just the more you go, but the distance travel, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Number 3, the load board. Now, there is a lot of them. Well, when I say a lot, off the top of my head, maybe 6 or 7. The one I chose, because it was recommended for flatbed, is Truck Stop. I was told Truck Stop is the one that had the most flatbed loads. I can't prove that. It could be DAT. They got, like I said, several other ones. Well, Truck Stop had their best one. You know, you get the loads in real time, et cetera, et cetera. Well, that is $161 after tax every single month. When I first started, this guy told me, I was on the phone with him. Didn't know him. I was referred to him by somebody. Supposedly he had like a lot of loads available that he could ship out as a dispatcher, which, by the way, they charge fees. You decide you're going to get a dispatcher who will help you out and give you loads, they all charge a fee. But he told me something that was very key that I remember to this day. He said, you know what your problem is? Like, what, man? What's the problem? You know what your problem is? You don't know no body. Now you can feel free to fill in the space. But he was absolutely right. I didn't know anybody. I just jumped out here, ready to roll. And I guess you could really say at the time, kind of fell flat on my face. That's another story for another day. That's number 3, load board, more fees, more fees. Number 4, know your market. That's where you need to have a plan at. For an example, in Florida is more refrigeration because you have a lot of, you know, the oranges, the vegetation, just the same thing as I know like in California. Vegas, for example, dead. There's no there's no good trucking industry for Vegas. Vegas is more of a entertainment town, as we know, entertainment, so therefore transportation falls on the back end. So know your state, know your market if you plan on, especially if you plan on running in-state. But even if you run out of state, you still got to find loads to get out and loads to come in to prevent the deadheading. So that's number 4, know and learn your market. And number 5, last but not least, I didn't know, and I wish I knew, it is a dog-eat-dog world. I mean, it really is. No one tells you anything. You get out here and you try to figure out information like, hey, you know, who do I talk to for this? Who can I talk to for that? What do I need? I mean, they don't tell you anything. It's not personal. It's so hard to get whatever you come by here that guys don't really want to tell you anything. And that part sucks. It's like you just have to get it how you live. You got to hustle. You got to be willing to go get it. That's how you can make it. That's how you can thrive. But if you can't find a way to do these things, unfortunately, it gets real tough. Probably can't stay in business. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like, share, and subscribe button and comment down below. I may have missed something. I'm sure I did. If any of you own operators out there, let me know. What did you feel like you wish you had known? And for people who aspire to be, ask any questions you may have. I'll try my best to answer. And remember, keep in mind, stay on the grind 1 day at a time. Salute.